Hi you guys, Latoya here. Welcome to my crafty space. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a haul with you all. I'm going to be going through, actually, let me just get it. So this here is from Simon Says Stamp. I literally ripped it open and then I was like, wait a second, I have to record this. Because I said I would fully disclose things to you guys. So here I am doing what I said I would do. Now, if you are not following my YouTube channel, if you find anything I'm disclosing interesting, please do follow along. I'd love to have you a part of my crafty journey. And if you do like this video, please do quite literally like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. So like I said, these are items that I got from Simon Says Stamp. And if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, hi. And if you're not new to my channel, hi. So I said this year is going to be my year to build my dream craft room for the space that I do have, and also make sure I stick to a solid budget, as well as keeping my craft space super curated and super small. I don't want my space brimming with objects, just things that I don't love, things that I'm not using. I want to literally love everything I'm seeing and touching, and I don't want to be overwhelmed. And if any of that's interesting, please do stay tuned. I'm like 2025. I just want it to be the best year for me. So I'm going to be going over how much these items cost and why they actually belong in my crafty space as I reveal them to you all. All right, let's get started. So the first item here, this is absolutely adorable. So this is by the Greeting Farm. It's called Party Animals. Turn it to the side so you guys can see. So it's basically a scene building kit. You have all of these adorable animals. I love that little goose there. It's so cute. This plate with the crumbs, I'm going to be like 1000% honest. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love that they gave you that as an option to contrast this plate here full of cake. Love that. And if you know anything about me, or if you don't, I love cursive. So these cursive font sentiments here, literally loved. And I like the solid plain font. Happy and to you, just to make that happy birthday sentiment. I really love scene building. I have a fair amount of stamps from different companies that I like to mix and match, and the Greeting Farm is one of those companies. So when I saw that, I was elated. Up next, we have this lawn fawn sentiment. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this so much. It's Easter, and again, cursive font. I like the size on this also. I only make A2 size cards as of right now. That could change, and I want to get back into scrapbooking soon. I still have to do my wedding scrapbook also. Anyhow, this is like the perfect size for that, and I'm really particular when it comes to size. Because personally, I don't like things that are too big that overwhelm the card. I like to be able to have other elements on there. So that's another tip if you're new to crafting, or if it's just something you haven't thought of. Look at the size that you typically create with and see if the items that you're going to purchase are going to either overwhelm or be too small to actually be appreciated, because that has no use in your stash if you can't enjoy it. So after analyzing this, because that's what I do, I realized I did want both of these. So this is the Scripty Easter, which gives you that, again, gorgeous Easter font. And then this is the outline for that. Now, I think I could have also run this through my Brother Scan and Cut, but I decided for this, I did want both as a quote-unquote combo. As I just stated, I do have a Brother Scan and Cut 2. It's the 650. I got it in, I believe it was, let's see, I think it was 7 years ago was when I purchased it. I'd have to check. It was either, yeah, 7 years ago, 7 years ago. So I've had it for a very long time, hasn't been replaced. And that leads me to being very particular with the dies I buy, because I would rather invest money in stamp sets, knowing that I can use my Brother Scan and Cut to cut out perfectly swell these images and such. But if there's anything that gives me distinct uniqueness or has certain kind of lines where I would have to add detail for the Scan and Cut to actually recognize it for it to cut, I would possibly then just go ahead and get the die set. And you might actually see that in this haul today. Up next, the Greeting Farm stamp set. And look how cute these little guys are. They are adorable. I love them so much. So this is the Mini Remix Spring, because spring is around the corner. And I actually don't own this stamp set, which is interesting. The first stamp that I saw was this one here, And that's because she reminds me of Sailor Moon, which I love. So growing up, I really loved Sailor Moon. I loved her pigtails, and this is just so reminiscent of that. Also, I do love spring, so this was very appropriate. I love the size of these characters here. They're also, again, great for scene building, as I mentioned with that other stamp set. So absolutely warranted and a great addition for my set. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys the back. There's not that much going on the back here. And these, it actually shows you here how it actually looks, which I think is fantastic. Up next, now this actually surprised me. I wasn't sure about this cover plate, and this was one of those, I was just searching the internet and came across it type thing. Now, when I'm blindly searching, meaning I'm not looking for anything in particular, all those items just get added to a wish list that I have. And if you guys want a video on how I create a wish list, okay, just let me know. So I added it to my wish list, and then I realized, you know, that would be really great. It has awesome detail. It's different from other cover plates that I own. So I thought it was a worthwhile investment. Also, the size is pretty stellar. Again, I only make, as of now, A2 size cards. So this, within the A2 size card, I really like the layout it gives you. Overall, I'm super happy with this, and I cannot wait to give this a play. Super cute. Okay, so up next I have this Simon Says stamp. This is the Stamp and Die, and it's called Extra Special. This is for Easter. When I got the email informing me that this was coming out, like for a pre-order, I added it to my wish list, and then I hemmed and hawed. Now, the main hemming and hawing was due to the die set. These adorable chubby chicks are the cutest things ever. They literally remind me of just like little chubby babies. So I love them so much. The hemming and hawing primarily came from whether or not I was going to get the die set. And when you buy things as a combo, you usually save money. So when you buy the stamp and die together. So I did not want to regret solely buying the stamp set and then coming back for the die set later when I could have just enacted patience and waited until I made that decision. As you can see, I decided it was worth it. So upon analyzing the little adorable chicks here, I noticed that the hairs are separated. It's not one clean line. I use my scan and cut, like I mentioned, to cut out images, and I believe I would have an issue with these chicks. I could bypass that issue with using a pencil to go and make a really thin, faint outline around them and have my scan and cut recognize that. However, that's an extra step. So although my stamp area right now is primarily for me, I do host little stamp gatherings sometimes. And when I have kids, I totally want them to be, when we have kids, I totally want them to be able to play with things and have fun and not be frustrated. So in this case, I thought that the dies were a worthwhile investment to get just to make things quick, simple, and fun. Just keep it fun. Speaking of fun, I love Easter. It is one of those holidays that I love to create for, which warranted me purchasing this set. I also don't have anything like this. I have like a lot of, quote unquote, a lot of my Easter stash is relatively small in comparison to like Christmas and Valentine's Day. But I have little eggs here and there, some bunnies, but not chubby, adorable chicks. This is the little $5 discount code that I use. This comes in every package. Here we have another Lawn Fawn purchase, and this is called Stitched Trails. So it gives you this really cute stitched like line just leading into Fantasyland or Heartland. And I just totally made that up. I don't know. I just thought that this was super cute, and this was on my wish list actually for a while. So this was a good time for me to purchase that. So up next, we have this Pink Fresh Studio cover plate that I literally am in love with. Look at how intricate the detail on this is. It is fantastic. Pink Fresh Studio, they have some of the most beautiful cover plates I've ever seen. So this I got, it's called Hexagon Tile, and it's literally phenomenal. I can't wait to play with that. Then to round out my purchase, I picked up some Jelly Roll white pens. These are just the bright white and just medium. And this is also white too. They're both like the classic. I really like these. I can make a whole video on white pens also if you guys would like. So total for all of these items, I paid $175.30. Like I said, dies are expensive. The bulk of this was due to the die sets that I purchased, but again, it was warranted. So yeah, I am super happy with these purchases. I got some things for Easter, got some things to help build some scenes, received some great, I don't like saying received because I paid for these items. I purchased some beautiful cover plates, very versatile. Overall, I am very happy with this haul and I have no regrets. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys own any of this stuff? And I am now about to go to bed because, like I said, I have another 10-hour shift tomorrow and I need to study also. So hope you guys do something crafty that makes her happy. I'll talk to you guys later.